Alright, so it's compost tea making day. I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do it, and it's similar to how everyone else does it who uses the air pump here and aerates it. Real simple. Just take this 5-gallon bucket. I'm going to fill it up with some rainwater from the rain barrels, and then I have some fish emulsion here. I know I would like to get some of that fish hydrolysate, I think is how you say it. That's a little bit better type of product, but for now I'm going to use the rest of this. 1/4 cup of that. I'll do a 1/4 cup of the liquid seaweed, and I'll do just like 2-3 tablespoons of the grandma's unsulfured molasses. And as far as like what we need to put the compost in, I'm going to be using this paint strainer bag. Fill that all the way up, I don't know, 3-4 handfuls of compost that we're making here in the side yard. And then I got some pantyhose here, and this is just a stone. This happens to be Mexican beach pebble, and I'm going to put that stone in there, use that as a weight. And then of course we got the air pump. It's a dual pump, and the way I used to do it is I would run a setup like this with these 2 air stones here, and I would put them in the bottom of the bucket and run from one side, and the other side I would run a tube that had 2 of the smaller diffusers, and I'd actually put it inside the bag of compost. I saw that done. Richard Dooley, I believe is the name. He's seems like a real smart guy on the whole compost tea thing anyway. But actually I found a way that I like even better, and it produces a lot of bubbles. It's cheaper. I always seem to have it lying around. What I'm going to do, take this tube off of this dual setup here, and I'll run it into, I'll connect 2 of them, I'll run it into a T like that, and then what I do, soaker hose. Yeah, check it out. I got about 3 feet or so, just whatever I happen to have lying around, and I'll take just a little plug from drip irrigation supply stuff, and I'll plug up the end just like you would for your garden, except when you plug it in and you stick it in water, you will get so many small bubbles. It's amazing. So let me go ahead and show you what it looks like. And if you want, you could take something like this little scratch awl, and you could poke a couple a little bit larger holes. You don't really need to. I haven't found that it clogs up at all. Especially for the compost tea, just a few days of being submerged, you can clean it just like you would something in your aquarium. You just rub it off. It doesn't destroy it. So and I even think somebody said you could compost this stuff over time, right? I don't know, maybe that's not true, but anyways, let me throw it all together, and then I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so let's go over to where the rain barrels are that have a little bit of water in them still. We'll go ahead and see what we can find here for free water. The clamp over there. There we go. I'll just put the bucket in here and fill it up. Okay, so I have the air pump turned on, and I got dual lines coming out of here, clear tubing, and I have it going into the T, right there, you can see that, into the soaker hose. And then right here is the little end cap, the little plug, and here's the pantyhose. I just tied from side to side, and then got the big stone in there. And let me show you, this thing really works good. So the stone holds it down, and look at all those bubbles. A little bit crooked, that doesn't matter, but just to show you the amount of bubbles, straighten it out a little bit, and it really gets them going everywhere. So, and I'm sure if you wanted to, you could make some kind of a wire, like an X, to really open it up, or a circle and wrap it around it, but I don't know. I found this works just fine. So I got my paint strainer bag filled with the compost, and I'll go ahead and use one of these guys here, clothespin, to I tie it to the tubes here and it holds it down. And I can't really do it one-handed here, but I'm going to go ahead and do my measurements of my little ingredients here. And I'll show you what it looks like, I guess, when I'm finished. But pretty much looks like that, and we'll just let it brew for probably about 2 days, maybe more. It's pretty cold here, so when it's warmer here in Arizona, it goes for maybe 8 hours, 10 hours sometimes. I'll let it go. But right now, it's in the low 60s, so it might take 2 days or so. Okay, be right back. Alright, so here it is. I'm all finished. You can see here it's bubbling up really well. It's only been on for a few minutes. I had to throw some more, about 3 or 4 more stones into the compost bag just to hold it down. It's really kind of airy. And then as you can see, I just pinched it right there onto the side of the bucket. Probably should make something with a lid because it's aerated so much that you can feel little microscopic bits of water coming up. So I kind of had this old planning little plastic tray, and so I just kind of cover it as best as I can. I'm not really worried about evaporation too much. Like I said, the weather's really cold, and what I'll lose is not that much. And if you look in there too, the bucket was real dirty. I did throw the compost in a paint strainer bag. That's just to keep it a little bit more clean, but I'm not going to be putting this through a water can that has really small holes or a pump sprayer. I'm probably just going to be diluting it, I don't know, 1 or 2 cups per 5 gallons and spreading it in the garden, just kind of like a soil drench. But yeah, so there you go. I guess this is sort of a different way. I haven't seen anyone use the soaker hose or soaker tube, but yeah, another purpose for it. I mean, look at that. It's really going. Thanks for watching.